is the life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by.
What are we doing today?
Caroline's taking me on a bit of a freediving crash course. I actually managed to get the suit on by myself for the first time.
In 15 minutes.
Is that, what is that, 5 minutes?
Oh.
It's 10 minutes now? Because in 5 minutes you still have 5 minutes left.
Yeah. Yes, Ali, that's how it works.
10 minutes. It's extremely hot and I feel like I'm like in those boil bags that you put chicken in. All set, we're at the edge of a pier. This is apparently a good spot to go. We've got the spear going, we've got everything ready. Hopefully, I don't die.
It's slowly tiptoeing the situation, analyzing, and in it goes. Don't know. Alright. Find any tuna? No.
Is that a shot at 2 times?
Oh yeah? Did it work well?
Cool.
Yeah, right? It only goes 6 feet though.
Literally like fingers off.
Yeah.
I was hoping it would go disappear into the fog.
No.
It wasn't that cool.
And once I was done, it was time I made my epic exit. And this is genuinely how I thought I looked. But in reality, it was more like...
Sexiest exit you've ever seen. Oh my.
Yes.
Woo!
Later that day, me and Caroline went out to scout some cool locations to create some content for my Nomad Explorer backpacks.
So you've probably been seeing this backpack dotted around the video, especially towards the end. These backpacks are from a brand called Nomad Explorer, which is my own brand of dry bag backpacks. They've worked so well for me living on the boat, getting on and off the dinghy in general. Living on a sailboat, you tend to have a lot of water everywhere, and it's kept all my stuff super dry at all times, and I've loved it. I'm not just saying this because it's my own brand, I genuinely use this every day, as you can see in the videos. They're super comfortable with padded straps and a padded back, and they've got all the necessary clips and straps to make sure they're super comfortable if there's a lot of stuff inside here.
The bags have also been featured on some other YouTube sailing channels, like Sailing Kadoha and Chasing Currents. So join the Nomad tribe by heading over to the Etsy store, using the link in the description and picking one up for yourself. It's the best way to support this channel.
I'm just trying to figure out how to work this into this area. This used to be the battery monitor, but I've taken that out now. I'm going to put that inside, and this is the autopilot control unit thingy. That's
Ooh, that was sexy.
So this battery monitor came with the boat, and it made no sense that it was outside, and it was really annoying to always check it. But it's actually come in handy, because now I can remove this, and that has now been replaced with the brand new display for the autopilot. Look how beautiful she is. Oh boy. Yeah.
Sadly again, it was time to say bye to Caroline. Bye-bye. She had to go on some adventures of her own. But don't forget to follow her Instagram page for eco tips and sustainability whilst living on a sailboat.
Good morning. It's a lovely day, and my mission is to try and find a place with Wi-Fi. Don't get me wrong, I really like Portimao, it's an amazing place. One thing I'm not going to miss when I leave here is these flipping stairs. Whenever I have to get anywhere to all the shops and everything, it's all at the top of these bloody stairs. It freaking kills me every time. I feel like by the time I leave, we have thighs like tree trunks. Hola, bom dia. Você tem Wi-Fi?
Sim.
Ah, fantástico. Cappuccino, por favor.
Cappuccino. Ok,
Sim.
have a seat, please.
Obrigado. So that started off pretty well, but not for very long. Although the cafe was good and the Wi-Fi was good, the download speed was fine. It was like 20 something or whatever. But the upload speed was like 0.2 freaking megabits or whatever the hell the measurement is, and it was saying 3 hours to upload, and I'm not sitting there for 3 flipping hours, so I've got to find another place to upload this stupid video. Right, I know there's another one of these two places has Wi-Fi. I can't remember which one it is, but the dock is like under construction, so I've got to do some parkour just to get some bloody Wi-Fi. And we are getting some much nicer speeds here. Oh my god, yeah. This place is flipping perfect, and there's like a big old table here. I've got the whole thing to myself. Nice big old table, and it's actually right on the beach. We are finally done. I did a thumbnail, uploaded the video. I did some other work bits and bobs as well. I think I deserve a little bit of a walk on the beach. I know that shot might look all cool and vibesy, but let me tell you, that was windy and cold and the water was freezing. But YouTube magic, you will never know. So it's now wiring time for the Autopilot. I've got everything ready and I've kind of done some preparations in advance. Like, for example, I've kind of put together the backbone cable with the terminators already, and the power cable for the C-Talk system. I've kind of already put that together with a little inline 5 amp fuse. And I'll put simply, I'm following this schematic here. The only difference is with the compass, I'm not using a C-Talk cable. The C-Talk cable goes into a backbone cable, which is going to come into here instead. As the compasses are going to be mounted in the locker in here, because it's quite low down and the mast post is just there, so it's pretty central. The ACU unit is going to go there, so these two screws are. That's going to clip onto there, and the display is already in where the old battery monitor was. So yeah, I'm going to start routing the cables through for the compass and for the power, and all of the other backbone stuff is going to go in this little box here with the other wiring. Right, now this may seem a bit silly and over the top, but because I'm wiring it a little bit differently than what the diagram says, I completely wired everything up just to double check, because I don't want to connect it all and it turns out it didn't even work. So I've actually just connected I've just roughly like freaking Frankenstein's monster connected it up, and literally everything, it's all green lights and the display is on as well. So yeah, that means all my connections are good, and oh my god, okay, so that's good news. So I guess it's time to do my favourite thing, which is drilling holes in the boat. Oh, that was quick. And that came out exactly where I wanted it to. So the compass has now been mounted. That's this little white bit there, and the wiring goes through the floor and into the box with the C-Talk connectors. And then the ACU unit is now done, and the power and the C-Talk connectors all in there, and that's now on. So now when I flip the correct switches, everything actually turns on. And I'm actually a little bit surprised that happened. I didn't think it was actually going to work, but it works. So now the last thing to do is just to install the wheel drive. But before I do that, I'm absolutely starving, so I'm just going to whip together a quick salad. I've just got the wheel drive unit out and I've put my wheel on it just to see kind of how it all fit together. And I'm quite scared because I have to actually drill holes in this top cover so I can mount the brackets on. And I know for a fact I'm really bad at drilling holes right the first time. Oh my god, so that took way longer than I thought to put on. And that's now done. Now the final stage, which is to connect this to
to the pedestal over here, and then run the wire from there to the ACU box, and that's it, we're done. So I can take the boat out, calibrate it, and I don't have to steer anymore. Now I know it looks like I'm just drilling into this like without a care in the world, like I'm so confident, but inside my heart is like... The bracket for the wheel is now in, the wire has been fed through. I'm actually short on some screws, so that's just going to have to stay there. Then I'm going to finish it off tomorrow. And then the wire's now connected, so now is the moment of truth to see if it works or not. Battery on, instruments on, autopilot on. I'm just going to wait here and make sure everything's green. The clutches are active, it's plugged in properly. Now if I press, so if I go 10 degrees to let's go the other way. Oh my god, it works! It works! All that is left to do now is actually take it out and calibrate it, which I guess we can do tomorrow. Oh my god, that is so cool! Yes! I'm so happy that the autopilot is finished from start to finish, and everything's worked out fine and never any issues, so I'm super happy about that. So, tonight we feast. There we have a very well deserved dinner. I'm gonna absolutely destroy this. Good morning! I don't know if you can hear or not, but the engine is on because today we are testing out the autopilot, baby! It's autopilot time, it's autopilot time! I'm super excited. I've got Joao and Lele coming down to give me a hand. We're just gonna go out and have a bit of a sail and have a bit of a motor around and just calibrate the compass and turn it on, and hopefully everything works. I'm so excited. It's autopilot time. It's autopilot time. Alright, so I've got to do a 360 turn to calibrate this guy. 3, 2, 1. Make sure to come back next time where I start making plans to sail to Morocco, get down and dirty in a boatyard, and as always, get up to some crazy adventures.
Oh!